Baldy says, I have to play this exchange between a reporter and Bill Belichick, and the reporter really, really, really wants Coach Belichick to talk about last year. Is that right?
Yeah, I think it's Boston Globe's columnist Dan Shaughnessy with Belichick about an hour ago.
Okay. This is in regards to Malcolm Butler, I believe. So here's the exchange.
Bill, I know you're all about this year, and we all understand that about this year.
That's right.
And I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask about last year.
Yeah,
And
last year's last year. I'm not focused on last year, yeah.
What about the fact that everywhere we go, folks want to ask about Malcolm Butler? I mean, sports coaches, players, university. You're a sports fan.
Yeah, we've talked about that. That's multiple months ago.
Is there going to be any more explanation about why he didn't play?
Focused on training camp.
Would you do it any differently?
Training camp? Well, we're getting started. We're working on that right now. We'll do it the best we can.
And does it matter to you? Do you care that the fans want to know more about this?
I'm focused on doing the best that I can for the 2018 New England Patriots. That's my job. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I've always done in the past. You know, every day that I've coached here, I've done the best that I could for this football team, and I'll continue to do that. And right now, my focus is on the 2018 season, not 2017, not 2014, not 2007, not 2004, not 2001, not 2000. I'm not focused on any of those seasons. They're done.
And for this season, for this season's team, is it important for you to address the Malcolm Butler thing with your team?
It's important for me to have a good season in 2018. I'm going to do everything I can to do that, do the best that I can for our football team. That's my job, and that's my responsibility. That's what I'm going to try to do. Hopefully you can respect that, but maybe not.
Ouch. O'Shaughnessy hung in there. It was like Rock'em Sock'em Robots. They were going toe-to-toe. But it felt like Belichick went scoreboard on Shaughnessy. Like, let me mention all of our Super Bowl years here. I don't even want to talk about those. No need to talk about Malcolm Butler. Let's bring in Mike Florio, ProFootballTalk.com. Yeah, I love it. I mean, we're off and running here in training camp already, Mike.
Yeah, but you know what? One thing that struck me by that exchange, Belichick wasn't nearly as dismissive and exasperated as he would be. Maybe he's not in midseason form yet, but I think in his heart he understands that these questions are fair, they're legitimate, and he's got guys in the locker room that say, hey, Bill, you want us to put our own individual agendas behind team goals all the time. You put your individual agenda ahead of team goals by refusing to put this guy on the field. It'd be different if what they were doing without Malcolm Butler was working against the Eagles in Super Bowl 52. They had a half hour at halftime to try to figure out how to fix it, and they still let Malcolm Butler stand there in uniform. I mean, if he's not going to play, why is he in uniform? I think Belichick was trying to send a message to Butler. I think Belichick didn't want Butler to showcase himself as he was becoming a free agent, and I think it was Belichick's individual agenda that overcame team goals. And I think he's got some guys in the locker room who are looking at him a little bit, is it askance or askew? Either way, they're looking at him funny as the season starts.
We still don't know what happened to Malcolm Butler, do we?
No, we don't. And here's the thing. The fact that Mike Vrabel, a very close friend of Bill Belichick, who spent a ton of time when they played the Texans last year and Vrabel was a defensive coordinator, I heard that, like, the buses were held up for the Texans to get to the airport because Vrabel was hanging out with Belichick. There's no way Vrabel signs Malcolm Butler to that contract if he doesn't know that Butler's perfectly fine and he's going to be a good player. We still don't know what happened, but I really do think that one of the driving forces was Butler refused to take the contract that the Patriots wanted to give him. He wasn't going to sign on for the Patriot way fully and completely, and Belichick just wanted to prove a point to him and anyone else who would choose to not accept whatever Belichick chooses to pay a guy.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.